Okay, we will start with the definitions or the introduction of sustainability. I know that many of you are familiar with the term sustainability. However, we will go through it just in case or just to make it clear for everyone. Sustainability has too many definitions, especially today because it's very widely used all over the world. So, one of the famous definitions of sustainability is the ability to exist constantly. In the 21st century, it refers generally to the capacity for the biosphere and human civilization to coexist. That means that we are living in a planet in challenging time in in global warming and climate change and the stuff you know all. And now we have to live with the environment and coexist with the environment without harming the environment, without affecting negatively the environment, or to be affected negatively by the environment. Another definition is avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. But I'm trying to make it simple to everyone and to say that sustainability is how the natural resources, humans, and living creatures can sustain and survive together without disturbance of the environment. That means that we are living in a planet that we are trying to preserve its natural resources to rely on renewable energy, to stop the depletion of ozone, depletion of materials, depletion of water resources. It's a very general term, and the meaning is to sustain, is to stay alive, is to coexist, is to maintain our healthy life as long as we can. Of course, we have too many definitions of sustainability, but I'm trying to bring the very simple definition for you. The second thing to highlight about sustainability is the pillars of sustainability. The pillars of sustainability is to be highlighted here. As you know, sustainability has three main pillars: the social or dimensions, social, environmental, and economic. Some people, such as some scientists, some environmentalists, some sustainability professionals, suggest that there are four or five. They add human here or they add some other aspects. However, the majority of environmental scientists and sustainability professionals suggest and confirm that the three main pillars of sustainability are social, economic, and environmental. And we will show you how this will work. Why we have three pillars for sustainability? Because, as I said, sustainability is not just to live and to keep the environment, is to live in green mood, as we may say. Sustainability is to keep everything moving without harming the other, meaning that to keep the social aspects, to keep the economic aspects, to keep the environmental aspects, to keep everything moving in the same rate at its own pace. I will give you an example, the very clear example. Everyone knows that sustainability is to save the water resources, rely on renewable energy, or stop the depletion of the resources. However, how people will sustain and live in sustainability without considering the social aspects of sustainability, meaning the responsible sourcing of material, meaning the cultural heritage, meaning the economy, because social and the economy are interconnected in some dimension or some levels. So what I'm trying to say here, that sustainability has three pillars and the three pillars are interconnected together. We cannot take one and rely on the other. It's environmental, it's economic, it's social. We will move to the second thing about the definition of sustainability. As you know, today Worldwide, we have hundreds of sustainability tools to measure the sustainability performance or performances of buildings, of infrastructure, of developments, of urban developments, mega developments, cities, and so on. The number of buildings being certified under the rating tools currently are 10 times as big as the French capital, Paris. You can imagine how large the business of rating tools is going now. The rating tools or the green building rating tools in general or certification tools are used to assess and recognize buildings which meet certain green requirements or standards. Rating tools often voluntary, recognize and reward companies and organizations who build and operate greener buildings. It's a tool, professional tools prepared by professionals to assess the performance of a building or a development. Many dimensions are assessed, but in general, I can summarize that the main categories in all sustainability rating tools like LEED are as follows: the energy, the water, material, urban connectivity, sites, indoor environment, which is very important, and the innovation and regional priorities. Some of the rating tools are very famous today and widely used all over the world. As you know, LEED is very famous tool, which is the leadership in environmental and energy design, energy and environmental design. And we have the BREEAM, the British, and we have the CAPC, we have the Green Globes, we have the Green Star, and we have now in the Arab world and the Middle East, we have very comprehensive versions of sustainability tools like GSAS or QSAS in Qatar, and Istidama and El Safat in Emirates. And of course, we have Tarshid here in Egypt.